That essay you wrote on Native peoples was just excellent.
Thanks.
You're the best student I ever had.
Caitlin's gay, you know. She's a lesbian.
Caitlin's queer. Caitlin's gay. I know it's true. She's a homosexual. I know. I heard rumors. It's true. She's queer. She's a lesbian.
At least 50% of teens wonder at one time or another, am I gay? On the show, my character was troubled by her new feelings of sexuality. When we filmed that episode, I had no idea how close to home it was hitting, and that my own sister was dealing with those very questions. So Karen, tell me, when you saw the episode that I did about homosexuality, how did you feel when you saw that, when you watched that?
Well, I have to admit, it was really hard for me because what I saw you doing on TV was everything that I was feeling at the time. I mean, I had a crush on my high school teacher the same way that you seemed to, or you were reacting to this teacher who everyone was rumoring to be gay. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it was really, I didn't quite know how to deal with it. Part of me wanted to deny that I was having those feelings, and the other part of me felt that I had to admit to it. So I didn't really say anything to anyone after I watched that. I sort of went up to my room and read a book.
So you hadn't, this was before you actually came out as being gay?
Yeah. No, I hadn't come out to myself or admitted it to myself or anyone yet. And it was, I guess it was 2 years after that that I finally called you and said, guess what?
Well, coming out is a long process. You come out to other gay people first, then, you know, you come out to people who are in the community or people who you don't know. Then you come out to your parents, sort of things. And so you're always coming out again and again. Every time I change jobs, I'm coming out.
Did you feel pressure to come out before?
No, I felt pressure to deny it for a long time. No one made me feel that it was okay to be gay, especially in high school. It's not something that was talked about. And of course, high school kids go around saying things like, oh, that's so gay all the time. And, you know, it's used as a pathetic term. So yeah. You really feel at odds with it. So, I mean, I went as far as in grade 13. I slept with this guy just to prove to myself I couldn't be gay. But it was much easier to come out after I was in high school. So I really sympathize with, you know, what people go through when they're in high school and there's no one to turn to at all.
Why are people afraid of homosexuals?
Probably because they're ignorant about homosexuality and don't know a lot about it. A lot of people just can't understand, you know. People are so set in their ways and they figure, if I'm a girl and I like a guy, then how come everyone can't just be like me?
A lot of them are really insecure and stuff, and they figure, oh God, you know, maybe he's gonna think I'm gay or whatever. He's gonna make a pass at me, blah, blah, blah. I can't have that. Oh my God, what would I do if he touched my bum? Ah!
People are afraid of homosexuals. They think if they go near them, they're gonna become homo themselves.
You know, the group I'm in charge of, GLABA, the Gay, Lesbian, and Bisexual Alliance.
At your school?
Yeah, we'd been advertising that meeting, and someone put all these things up all over the school saying things like, bring bats, clubs, or any other weapons capable of severe mutilation to our meeting. These warped, perverted, immoral faggots must be stopped from contaminating society any further. Hooray for AIDS. And all sorts of, like...
Hooray for AIDS.
Hooray for AIDS. That's the one that really
Let
got
the
me.
extermination begin.
Yeah.
That is just so... That's scary just because it's so strong.
Yeah, it was scary because the thing is at Glendon...
And so violent.
As you know, it's such a small campus. Mm-hmm. For any of us that are out on that campus, anyone whoever did this probably knows who we are. And it'd be so easy for them to just come get us anytime they want to, if they really wanted to. That was their intent. I think that really scared us, and I think it shocked me because I understand people who don't understand people being gay and lesbian. What I have a problem with is the intense anger, the hatred. I don't understand that. Yes. We're people.
On June 21st, 1985, a group of teenage boys decided to go queer bashing. They met a school librarian named Kenneth Zeller in a park and proceeded to kick, punch, and beat him to death.
In fact, I had some classes with 3 of the guys who were responsible for the murder of Ken Zeller. And it was just such an awful feeling to know that I was, sitting in the same class with people who had that capability and such hatred towards people of different sexualities.
One of my friends, who I volunteer work for, feels often very upset that I advertise it too much because she's worried something is going to happen to me. And I mean, I worry about that, but I feel like I have to help anyone else who's gone through this. And I also feel like I'd rather live, if it came right down to that, a short, happy life being out and being who I am, than I would a long, invisible life. I'm forcing people to talk about it, which to me is very important and makes me feel better about myself. And a lot of friends who did avoid me when I first told them are now talking to me and learning that it's not such a horrible thing. I'm feeling more like I've got a life. I'm feeling more like someone loves me and I love her. And I don't feel guilty about loving a woman anymore, and I don't feel that it's a horrible thing. My whole life sort of revolves around this person right now, and everything is finally going well, or the way I want it to go.
Have you ever been in love?
I've been in love once. It's funny, like when you're in love for the first time, there are a lot of weird things going through your mind. Like, everything is the first time. All these emotions you're feeling, it's the first time.
You could never even think of the relationship ending, and you always want to be by his side kind of thing, and you never want to, say goodnight or whatever. You just kind of want to always be with him.
Love has lots to do with being gay, like in any other relationship, and you get hurt too, just like in other relationship.
For me, falling in love was something that was really gradual. I mean, it was with someone that I'd been friends with for a long time. So, I mean, it just happened one day. I just went, hey, I'm in love.
I think love is a wonderful thing, and even though my first experience with it was painful, I believe that to fall out of love, you're gonna have to fall in love again, and I'm totally ready to fall in love again.
Discovering our bodies and sexuality is a wonderful thing. It should be celebrated and enjoyed. And remember, no matter what you're going through, you're not alone.
Do you have any advice to young boys who are reaching puberty? Don't worry, it'll end. You get over it.
Don't be afraid to ask questions that you think are stupid. Go to your sister or go to your mother if you're scared. It's a wonderful thing. Once you get used to it, it's amazing.
And just remember that you are who you are.
We've all got real problems, but can't always solve them. We need someone to listen, cause we all need some talking.
Some try to ignore, but we've got to explore. We cannot hide it all away, let's do this together.
Whoa, I'll talk to you,
and you'll talk to me. We've got to reach out to set us free. Degrassi talks, coast to coast. We hear real stories from real people. Degrassi talks,
Degrassi listens.
You're not alone, let's do this together. Degrassi talks.